Hey guys, welcome back. Joe here again, scalefreak.com, coming to bring this week's video blog update. If you notice behind me, you'll see that I've actually gone ahead today. I spent a few hours out here cleaning the studio, trying to get things straightened up. You can see the bench and stuff like that. That's the trick. You can actually see the bench. That's the first step. Trucks and stuff hung up. I started to get some parts and stuff hung up. Just some random odds and ends. And the table. This is where bench questions and stuff like that is going to get shot now. I'm going to move the banners and stuff. This week I'll be going to pick up some primer, some paint and stuff like that, making the whole back of this thing look as pretty as possible. And just in general, trying to make this thing look a lot better, something that's going to be easier for you guys to view. And of course, I still have the bucket. So that's kind of one thing that you guys are going to be seeing as well. Make sure, guys, get your questions in for when the show does start again. I've already seen a few questions coming in, which is awesome. Benchquestions@gmail.com, just benchquestions@gmail.com, and then bang, I get them in, I write them down. We still have a bunch of questions left over from last time, but we also have some people with new questions coming in, which is phenomenal, guys. Thank you very much. A couple other things before we do the next bench questions, because remember I did tell you I wanted to do a live one. I just need to test some waters to make sure that I can get that stuff to work correctly. So in the meantime, I'm going to do like a live one on all of you guys broadcast using Google Hangout. That's what I'm going to use for the live bench questions, and it's basically going to be your opportunity to get on there for a little bit, ask me some questions. It won't be too long, maybe half hour, maybe an hour long, and tentatively we're looking at maybe January 9th. Not quite too sure about the time of the day yet. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. I do work until 5:30. I probably want to do it probably about 7, 8, 9 o'clock. I'll figure out what the time will be. I'll put the broadcast out on scalefreak.com. Scalefreak.com, and I'll throw it onto the Scalefreak Facebook page as well so that everyone can see where that is. The questions, basically, you can ask me hobby-related questions about my stuff, about my history, about what my plans are. You can also ask me non-hobby-related stuff. It could be whatever. As long as it's not inappropriate, I'll answer it. Of course, I did mention in my last video as well that there would be another project truck coming for 2015. So actually January 1st, you're going to see a poll set up for that, because this project truck is going to be based on what you guys want, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. Every major part on this truck is going to be voted on by you, the viewer, and it's going to start itself with the actual platform the truck's going to be. So on January 1st, you're going to see a poll get pinned over on Scale Freak's Facebook page. Now, I want to specifically say it's getting pinned because if you're looking at it from an iOS device, I know my iPad or my iPhone, it doesn't necessarily show it to you in your feed. If you go to the page, you actually have to click the pinned, pinned posts, and then you can see it from there. But it will give you the opportunity to vote on what you want the platform to be. This is probably one of the most important choices of this entire project, so I do want to leave this one open for a month, the entire month of January, to let everybody get in and get the opportunity to vote on what platform they want it to be. Kind of a short list so far. I'm thinking about the Viterra Ascender, a GCM scale chassis. They've got a couple of them, so I'm going to figure out which one will be best for the project. An SCX-10, of course, a possible Wraith, and maybe even a Trailfinder 2, something along those lines. The key thing is that the truck has to have a very good level of possibility for upgrade. I mean, it would be very boring if we picked a truck that there was no parts for, or very basic stuff to do, very basic stuff to select, which is actually one of the reasons why the Trailfinder 2, while it is on my list right now, I don't know if it's going to stay on that list. I want that truck so bad, but I don't know if it'll make a great truck for that project, because I would stay with a 155 tire, that limits. I would stay with that one body, that limits it. I would want to stay with the leaf spring suspension. So there's a lot of limitations that happen with that rig. So I think I might just, you know what, I might lose that one off the list. We'll see how it votes. Of course, if you guys can think of any other rigs that I'm not thinking about, please post it down below. I know some people are going to pop up saying, Yeti, really not, I don't know. I'm not opposed to it, but at the same time, I don't even really want one right now. It's taken me this long to want a Wraith. I don't want a Yeti yet, but we'll see how it votes. Of course, let's see here. I already talked about cleaning the garage. I make myself lists now so I can have something going on here. Oh, aha. One thing you guys have been digging, I've got a lot of people joining up to it already, is the Scale Freak RC Instagram page, which, guys, thank you very much for tagging onto that very, very quickly. As I've said in the past, I used to have my own, well, I still have my own personal Instagram page, but because I put a lot of stuff about my son on there and a lot of stuff about my family, I did have to pull that back from the RC people and just make it my personal stuff. But I have created a second Instagram account, which is for my for the RC stuff. And it's not necessarily the pictures that I personally have taken. I love the projects that you guys are doing. I love the work that people have been doing with their RC, with their scale rigs. So what I'm actually doing is I also spend a good portion of my time reposting other people's projects so that the rest of the world who may not normally have seen what was going on, how they can see their rigs. And it's amazing. Some of the stuff I've seen out there already makes me want a trail finder even more, and an ascender even more. But some of the stuff out there that people are working on are absolutely amazing. So if you got some neat scale stuff, first, go join or follow the Scale Freak RC Instagram. It's all one word, SCALEFREAK-RC. Go follow that on Instagram. And then if you've got your favorite scale picture, tag me in it. Tag the account in it. And then that way I can add you. And the possibility of it being reposted for everybody to see. So keep that in mind. I will still be putting personal pictures, my own personal pictures of my RC stuff on there as well. So it's not just a repost channel. Another thing today I noticed when I was cleaning up my garage, and this is actually stuff that I almost forgot I even had. I was going through boxes of parts and stuff like that, and I forgot that I even had a set of Pitbull Mad Beasts and a set of Pitbull Growler 1.9s. So I took some time today. I was out here. I was watching Rush on the iPad. Guys, if you haven't seen that movie yet, you've got to check it. It's absolutely amazing. And I just got to mounting tires. And, of course, I do put the Crawler Innovations Deuces Wild Foams in all of my my tires now when I have the opportunity. So I've got those in there now, and I'm actually really amped and pumped about possibly getting to use these tires soon. I love the tread patterns, and oh, the smell of a new Pitbull rubber. It's, yeah, a little odd, but yeah. But anyway, I'm really pumped about getting out and actually trying these tires out. They're obviously very different tread patterns from what I'm used to. Guys, for the last couple years, or yes, year or so, I've been running the Pitbull Rock Beasts 1.9s, and I've also been running the Trepadors, the Maxxis Trepador tires. So these things are going to be a significant difference, and I really am looking forward to getting this out on our local type of terrains, which is, I guess, a lot of deco, stuff like that. So we'll see what happens with that. And I'm pumped to get those done. And of course, I do want to show you guys, I want to make a couple of videos of some of the differences between the treads, some of the differences between the widths of the tires, the heights of the tires. It's going to make a difference how your rig handles, like the fact that the Growlers are much wider in a 10 scale level than the Mad Beasts are. So, you know, some people say Mad Beasts are really good for rock. Some people say the Growlers have a real hard time with mud. So we'll see what happens, right? I'm going to do some testing, of course, this summer, and that will come as well. So really, that's what I have my notes for today. I don't really have a lot to wing it for today either, because I kind of do want to keep this thing under 10 minutes. They've been getting long. I will have some new RC videos this week as well. I've still got a ton of parts laying back here, and I also bought those RC4WD portal axles for my SCX10. I should have those. It said, because remember I'm in Canada, it said like 8 to 16 days shipping. So let's see how long that takes for them to get here. RC4WD has been really good with stuff like that in the past. So let's see how long that takes to get in, and then I'll get that installed immediately. I'm so looking forward to getting that part done. So guys, yeah, that's it. All right, guys, thank you very much again for watching this week for the video blog. Again, of course, as always, there is that subscribe button above. There's also a like button below. Please take a moment just to click the like button. It makes a big difference for me. And of course, please comment below. Did I forget some really popular rigs that may need to be voted on for the project truck for 2015? Please comment with that below and what you think that the truck of choice should be. So kind of get your pre-vote in there. And really, as always, guys, I'm not posting this on a ton of different places. So please, guys, please share this to anybody in the community that you think would benefit from it. And I also don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've changed up my sound a little bit. Now I'm using an actual digital recorder from my iPhone while I use my video camera to do the video itself. It takes me probably twice as long to edit the video, but you tell me, does it make the difference when it comes to the sound? Is it that much of a benefit? The last couple of videos have been done like this. I just want to know if you're noticing the difference. So please comment with that again below as well. So thank you very much, guys. Have yourself an amazing evening. And if I don't talk to you before then, have a great New Year as well.